Live from the 24-hour tracking center, this is a winter weather alert.
And we continue with our live coverage here, our commitment to you throughout this entire storm event, which began late yesterday afternoon. We told you it was coming more than a week ago, and here we are under the gun with a significant snowfall event here in West Michigan. Many communities picking up at least a foot of snow, and there are some communities that have picked up almost 1.5 feet of snow already, and the snow continues to come down across West Michigan. We actually have seen some signs of improvement, at least from the weather conditions that we're facing, and that's why the National Weather Service officials have actually downgraded now from a blizzard warning to a winter weather advisory, and that is in effect throughout West Michigan until noon today, and that's primarily because of the significant drop in winds combined with the reduced amount of snow that is falling. Now, that being said, it is still treacherous outside, and we still are tracking some snow. Meteorologist Matt Kirkwood is at our tracking wall to take a look at that, Matt.
Remarkable to think, Terry. Yesterday on Storm Track Live radar, we first started seeing the echoes moving in our southern counties right around 3:30, 4 o'clock. And believe it or not, what you see on the radar right now is still from the same storm system. And we're really seeing the back edge of it finally showing up in this view. You can still see some decent banding in around the Grand Rapids area, already piling on record snowfall amounts. Will we see that historic record of 16.1 inches? Just the fact that that's a possibility is amazing. Taking a look right now, some banding going on around the Fremont area, Wolf Lake, also around Casnovia, Kent City, Howard City. Broadening the view a little bit, you can kind of trace these bands, at least the back edge of this, what we think is the back edge of this system finally. You're probably wondering, well, Matt, how come it isn't this over here? That's actually lake effect snow that's coming with a north to northeast wind right down the lake and continuing to really hammer Racine and also the Chicago area as if they haven't had enough. But tracking this back edge right here over Central Lake Michigan out of West Michigan, it looks like it's going to take, at least in the Grand Rapids area, about another hour and a half. And the eastern portion of our viewing area, stretching that a little bit further east, I think about another, not 2.5 to 3 hours. But after that, the accumulating snow is essentially done. It's going to become much more widely scattered and essentially just turn into flurries later on this afternoon, and we can put this historic storm behind us. Terry?
That's right, in terms of any additional snow that'll be falling, but we do have a couple of cautionary notes. This was an area-wide storm system that generated these incredible snow totals, and so the kind of snow that was falling was one with less moisture content. Our snow ratio, about 15 inches of snow to 1 inch of rain, and in a typical event for us, it's about 8 to 10 inches of snow for an inch of moisture or liquid precipitation. So the bottom line here, the snow doesn't weigh as much, it's finer, it's more powdery, and it will tend to blow and drift around the areas, especially in those rural areas as we move through the rest of the day today. Visibility also reduced in some locations down to less than a mile from Lansing to Jackson, Ionia, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Kalamazoo, as we check out your current sustained winds out of the northeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour most places. A few spots still looking at sustained winds over 15 miles per hour, and those gusts that have been so impressive from Grand Rapids, a gust over 40 miles an hour, gust up to 45 miles per hour in the Hudsonville area. So the bottom line here, here's what we're tracking for the rest of the day today. The snow will gradually be winding down, diminishing to just some scattered flurries. Still looking at breezy, cold conditions outside. Temperatures again in the upper teens to low 20s, and wind chills down to around 0. Breezy here. Still looking at fairly quiet conditions for Thursday and Friday, and then it looks like more snow is on the way for the weekend, and then Arctic air that may be moving in by the middle of next week.